I almost got sued by a company.
Which company?
I don't want to say the company because I might get sued again. Their branding is good. That's the thing. But the problem is, what is this $999 wheels? Nonsense.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Shure Game On Podcast. Now today is going to be a special one because we've assembled the Tech Content Creator Squad. I'm your host Ryden and joined today by my co-host Norman Pasha, and today we're hanging out with two awesome creators, Julian from JulianTechTM and Max from MaxieTech. Now in a room filled with like-minded tech nerds, we will dive into the ins and outs of being a tech content creator and what goes on behind the scenes. Maxie and Julian, welcome to the show.
Hello.
So before we start, can you just give us a quick introduction of yourself? Let's start with Julian.
So my name is Julian from JulianTechTM. I mainly do PC building, PC tech, right? I also do golf. Also sometimes appear in Chen Hao Tan. Also sometimes appear in the past in NOC.
Hi, I'm Max from MaxieTech is what Raiden called me, but actually on my TikTok I'm Maxie2113 because I couldn't get the IG username. Typically I do things that are, as long as they're under the word tech, I do it. I've done phones, computers, I've even built my own PC. Shameless plug. And
Go ahead, man.
but recently I've actually been doing more phones. So recently Honor stuff, Samsung stuff, hopefully Apple stuff soon.
Nice.
So initially we were gonna introduce like, oh look, the Tech Avengers, right? You know how that came about? Just to give you guys a bit of context, okay? Because I have a friend, right, that follows all three of you. Right? Okay, so he watches Norman, he watches Julian and you. And then when I told him that, hey, look, my next podcast is I'm gonna actually be having like Julian and Maxie along, he's like, wow, Tech Avengers ah. Then I was like, what the heck? And then he just gave me the idea. But now when I look at it, I'm like, wow, that's a bit cringe, yeah.
It's nice actually.
But you know, if you think about it, Tech Avengers, like the Avengers, they do a lot. There's a lot of superpowers.
Correct.
But Tech is too similar, I feel.
Correct.
So it's not, maybe not
Correct.
Avengers.
I mean, there are different branches of tech,
Yes.
right? Like there are like the home appliances tech. There is
Lifestyle.
Like
So maybe like the Suicide Squad.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, like we're all in one genre of bad.
A lump of random tech people.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Maxie, Julian, Norman, all three of you are tech content creators. I'm just along for the ride. Or I don't know, soon to be, hopefully. I don't know. So first question to you guys is, how did all of you start your tech content creation? How did you put your foot into it? To the scene. Yeah, so let's start with you, Norman.
No, I want to start with Julian. I want to hear from
I
you.
want to search when was the first video I
Yes,
did.
I have my first video pulled up also.
Okay.
So I think my story is I've been a creator for like 12 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I started with stupid skits, like the first YouTube. I started with Chen Hao actually.
Right.
So back then Chen Hao only had like 3,000 subscribers and we had like the below 1,000. Like he already got his humor there, and then I wasn't funny, basically. Then after that I did gaming. Then NOC scouted me.
Okay.
Right. So I did gaming for NOC. Then there was this day where Ryan, the guy that started NOC, was like, hey Julian, we're going overseas. Can you build me a PC? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll why not I make a video out of it?
That fun fact, right? I think back in 2018, after I ORD'd from NS, I actually went to NOC office for an interview with Ryan. Ooh. Yeah, and it was for a video editor role, and because I did YouTube back then as a gamer, Virus, it wasn't Ryan, it was Virus.
Yes.
Virus told me that, okay, I would want you to work under Julian. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Of course, I ended up rejecting the job because I had to study afterwards, and they were hoping for someone that is a full-timer lah. So it was like the almost cross path, but never.
Almost met but didn't met yet.
Yeah. So the first video I did was in 2016 November. Yeah.
2016.
So 9 years ago. Yeah.
9 years ago.
So 9 years ago, basically it was a $4,000 editing PC, and back then it was like is it the Xeon? I don't think it's the Xeon, but it was the above consumer grade CPU. And back then was the 1070.
Oh my
10,
God,
7.
that sounds so weak nowadays.
Back then there wasn't tempered glass in your PC case.
Correct,
It was still
correct.
the plastic one. And that video, my first tech video, was 174,000 views. Yeah, it blew up.
Nice.
And
Damn.
because I was in NOC, right, a lot of our videos get viral. So I didn't understand that back then how viral it was.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, for that time, that kind of
Yeah,
views
exactly.
is quite big.
Yeah,
quite
exactly.
big
He's
thing.
a Singaporean, no less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you are very well known in Singapore. If you see from outside perspective, if it's anything you need to do related to PC build, I think we can strongly say that, oh, watch Julian's video or check with him, we can get it. Because when I came to Singapore like 10 years ago, started to like work at the IT sector and all that, then of course our office wanted to buy like PCs and all these things. When I saw something Julian's videos, so that's how I know you from
and
there.
that's my goal, all right? Is because like a lot of you have Linus Tech Tips. But okay, so here a bit more backstory. So the reason why I started YouTube in the first place was because of this guy called Mystery Guitar Man. I don't know whether you heard of him.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
OG eh.
That was OG. Then the person that made me do gaming was KSI.
Oh,
And then the person that made me do tech is Linus Tech Tips.
Linus Tech Tips is great.
And the reason why I wanted to do tech in Singapore is because I realized I watch a lot of Linus Tech Tips, right? But a lot of things don't apply for Singaporeans, like price. You know, they talk about NVIDIA versus AMD, and then they'll be like, oh, NVIDIA has the best thing. But then you come to Singapore, right? AMD has a better pricing. I realized that was the issue, and I was like, a lot of people say this is better, but no. In America, maybe, but not in Singapore.
that's good.
Actually, that's a very Singaporean thing, right? Like Singaporeans love to watch American tech people rather than like local people, unfortunately.
Okay, so about Maxie, right? Well, your original name is Maxie, right?
No, my actual name is Max, but people love to call me Maxie. I don't know why. Maybe it just sounds nicer.
I mean, there's social handle MaxieTech or...
I
No, but yes,
guess.
his name is just Max.
Okay, but Maxie sounds nicer, right? So you are in the tech scene not very long ago. You recently started, I believe, 1 year ago?
So my backstory is I actually started out as a TikTok shop seller.
Oh.
Yeah. So okay, no. Actually, this was even before that. This was when TikTok Shop wasn't even a thing. This was back in 2022 when TikTok was still fresh and the creators actually put Shopee links. So they make the video. I'm like, oh, by the way, the link is my description. You can shop. Then it will lead to a Shopee link where I get a cut of every sale that is made. And very shortly after that, TikTok Shop suddenly became a thing. I think they saw the opportunity in the market.
Yeah.
So I started doing that and it was going so well because last time no one did it yet. It was like basically just me and a handful of other people. So TikTok just kept pushing my videos and just helped me grow so much. I just did that as a side thing while I was a student in uni. And I only recently did this as an actual like job in February 2025. That's when I quit my full-time job.
Okay.
Yes, I
so
was-
you're mostly on the TikTok side.
I'm trying to change that now. I'm moving over to YouTube and Instagram because TikTok
Why?
is TikTok is a platform where it's very good for people with authentic content, you know, show your lives. I think content that is very, what four of us do actually, very curated, very well shot, does not survive that well because it seems scripted, which I mean literally is scripted, you know. So it loses that authentic feel. I think our stuff survives much better on Instagram, especially YouTube, because YouTube is it's a place you go to hear someone nerd out. Compared to TikTok where it's mostly just scrolling to
Because it's
watch
long form
slop.
nerding out.
Yeah, literally, yeah. I found that when I did YouTube, I could just sit in front of the camera and nerd out. And I didn't need to worry about, oh no, am I like going too long? Am I talking way too much?
Yeah.
Do I need 3-second hook?
Yeah, exactly. 3-second hook.
There's a lot of pressure, right?
Yes, correct. I feel like it changes your content in a bad way because you're trying to serve the algorithm instead of making something good.
Okay, then what about you?
I think we're meeting first time, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I started as a live streamer during the COVID time as a variety gaming live streamer, and then was doing only Facebook live streams, Mobile Legends, a lot of Mobile Legends, CS:GO, all the FPS games. But what I was having an issue with that, I can't do the variety things. If you do variety things, audience doesn't stick to your content. They just want you to play Mobile Legends every single day, 5 to 6 or 8 hours. So I wanted to do more stuff, so that's why I moved to the YouTube side. But then I was looking forward to like, okay, how I'm gonna monetize it. Then after doing some research and all these things, everything pointing towards this, that sponsorships, brand works, gaming equipment, and all these things. So then that's why I moved to YouTube and then started to do lifestyle content. But then again, all the monetization was coming from the brand deals, and all they want the unboxing reviews and all that. So that makes me move to the tech side. So that's why I separated the tech channel from lifestyle gaming, and then I separate every single thing.
Here's the thing. Everyone can like tech. I can like PC, I can like consoles, I can like earpiece, but gaming people, not same one.
Yeah.
Not same.
Exactly.
CS people don't play Valorant.
They don't.
Even if they do for FPS, they don't play Dota. They don't play a League. They don't play FPS like AAA games. So I know that problem. Back then it was Apex Legends.
Yeah.
I want to play other game. No views.
No views.
No
Nothing,
views.
zero. They even hate it. They don't come. They say, okay, let us know which days you are coming to play CSGO or Mobile Legends. We'll just come on that day. Trust me, there was days like viewership, like concurrent viewers on live streams, like 600, 700, like wow, going crazy on Facebook. Next day, change to Mobile Legends, nobody cares.
Yeah.
So
I had like early access to Overwatch back then. And, wow, I had like thousands,
nice.
2,000 viewers. I'm like, wow, it feels good. And then next week it's like 20 again. It's like, for what?
Yeah, gamers are a different breed, man. It's hard to cater because there's too many genres, too many play styles.
If you do gaming, your personality has to be very strong. Like you have to be like a PewDiePie kind of personality.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally, as you grow older, your energy does go down.
Correct.
Because you look at Speed. Speed is high energy. But if you think about it, KSI, when he was younger, was very high energy. But now he's a bit more mellow.
PewDiePie as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like hard to catch up.
Do you all catch that? He just called them O's, yeah.
We are all.
We are all. I think the only young one here is Max.
we need stability. We need like what you call it?
Sustainable content, Yeah.
Work-life balance. We are married, right? So we want like our own time,
Yeah.
Okay, so back on topic about the tech stuff, right? So you guys have talked about how you guys started, but what was the first, do you guys remember the first ever product you guys ever reviewed? We can just touch and go with this one if you want.
Yes.
What was yours?
Prism Plus monitor.
Oh.
You know what? Aftershock.
Aftershock.
Now that's
Okay,
nice.
yeah.
Shout out to Aftershock.
Hey.
Okay, sure.
Okay. My first ever thing was standing desk. And I still remember it was clearly a dropship crappy standing desk. The brand name on it, it said Toasty, like 面包. Toasty.
Oh my God.
But that video blew up on TikTok. And that's why I started actually.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Some
come.
spice, some tea.
Spice.
Let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
I love
Spill it.
spice.
So back then, I think now she's better. So basically, Aftershock sponsored with PCs, right? Like maybe like 3 or 4 PCs, and all we had to do was shout out on the tech side or the gaming side. Then when Dreamcore came up, they wanted to sponsor money, right? But Aftershock like requested us like, we sponsor you. Don't like it's a competition.
They want
We hope
exclusivity,
it's-
huh?
Yeah. But we didn't sign anything, right? Then I said like, you know what? Yeah, I agree. Because Aftershock would want to sponsor us with some money as well, but they just new to this space. So I was like, you know what? I like Aftershock brand. I met the owner and I like the relationship that we have. Keep that relationship. I got scoped very badly, but because I didn't take the money. I think it was a good bet because Aftershock is the leading market even today.
Yeah.
And when I did solo, they were my first sponsor solo as well. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a win.
Is it true for the PC brands, right? Specifically in Singapore,
Yeah.
it's very hard for them to sponsor a product because is it too expensive? That's the reason.
Back in the day, it was, I think, a lot easier. I think now it's a bit harder because they don't really need
Sponsorship,
they
like
don't
content
really
creators,
need
like
the name out there anymore,
okay.
So
they're already there.
So it's like not effective anymore. I think now it's like, I think it's because of TikTok. because it's easy for them to make their own marketing.
I mean, like the Dreamco is they're doing with the esports, PaperX, right? And then Aftershock is already a brand name in the house. Brand name is very big. They are in Australia is quite doing very well.
Yeah.
So okay, but do you work with like same brands like Aftershock and Dreamco or any of the monitor?
I have not worked directly with Dreamcore yet.
Okay.
But I work very closely with Aftershock just because I built a good relation with them. And like if I needed an office, they would lend me one space. Yeah, we did a shoot together.
I mean, this is one of the very important thing. I think you are the most experienced here. I also learned about this 4 or 5 years that loyalty towards the brand is not that the other brand is bad, but then who support you in the start or who support you for a long term is always you want to be loyal to them. It's not about money sometimes.
And I think a lot of people think, oh, because you're loyal to them, you would say only good things.
Yeah.
You know,
it's very common.
Maybe it's like, okay, I get your point. But the thing is, usually all these three brands, Mansa, Dreamcore, Aftershock, all have the same problem. It's not a mutually Aftershock problem. It's not a mutually Dreamcore problem. And main thing is aftercare service.
Right.
Yeah. The difference is Aftershock has a bigger market. So if you think about it, if everyone has a failure rate of 1%, because they have more customers, that 1% will have more. Yeah. So that's just basic statistics. Yeah. And you know why is because if Aftershock really did something horrible, you think Dreamcore won't
not big
blow the light.
Yep.
Because they have the same problem as well. Allegedly.
Exposing a lot of people today.
Allegedly. I'm not exposing anyone. I'm just saying every company has the same problem. It's just because Aftershock has the more market shares, they would just have more people with more problems. I know this fact. I want to share with the people, but people, because I have a good relation with them, then people say, oh, they paid you. They're like, the money from where? They pay me where? I want it.
In fact, for people like us who review tech, it is also not in our interest to shield a single brand, right? Because we need to review everything. It's like being you review cars and you only do one car brand. That's that's not a good idea.
I think the thing that give me a grudge is that there are some brands that are not Aftershock that did a very bad job, in my opinion, for other influencers, and I saw the build, and I'm like, wow, I can not say destroy you, but I can expose this, but you know what? I don't want. I safe.
Okay, if we get into the nitty gritty a bit about that story, right? When you say bad, right? Like how bad is bad? Like the brands of parts they use.
So missing screws.
Oh my god.
CPU cooler is for some reason at 100%. So it's damn loud. That was the two main issues that I have. And it was regularly maintained. Then I'm like, this is regularly maintained.
Oh my god.
I'm like, no, that's not right. Because I was quite disappointed at the build.
You got to see the build in person.
Yeah, I got to see. Because, so basically, basically what happened was the influencer that got sponsored by this brand told me the problems, and a lot of times she went up to the brands and tell her the problem, and usually they will take the PC for like 2 weeks, which is like then 2 weeks you got no PC, and then come back with the same problem. So I'm like, what happened? I come in. I fix it up, basically change the whole case, change the $300 small form factor case to like a regular case. I'm like, you know what, you don't need this $300 case. We swap, okay? And then I take the case. and then now and then I don't know what happened, my whatever. But basically, when I open it up, I'm like, what the hell? Why missing screw? Fan missing screw. The motherboard was missing a screw. It was just throttling. The CPU was throttling.
It's damn dangerous at the amount of vibrations without the screw. But when you say $300 for a small case, you're talking about like what? A small tower?
Yeah, it was a small
mini
ITX. Mini ITX. Back then it was very expensive.
Oh wow.
Yeah, back then it was very expensive.
Okay, I have a question. Who is your favorite YouTuber in Singapore?
Oh my god.
Oh. Obviously Rebel Squad, what do you mean?
Oh my god. Wow.
YouTuber in Singapore.
Only Singapore, yeah.
Wow, I actually don't watch how.
Yeah. You are YouTuber, bro.
I don't, like the content I watch is like Sidemen.
Oh,
You
okay.
know? And like Netflix stuff. Now I'm watching a lot of Darren Lim golf because I'm into golf.
Okay, there you go.
Max.
I also have the same problem where I don't watch a lot of Singaporeans. But recently, I have been watching a lot of so I saw this TikTok. Basically it's saying like instead when you search for something like Singapore, whatever, instead of just scrolling to whatever they recommend, you filter it by the time that is posted. So you get all the not largest but mid-sized creators. Then actually it's a lot of very nice content over there. There's one guy. His name, I'm blanking on his name right now, but he did a video where he walked to KL. He walked to KL.
That's Sean.
Sean.
Sean from Down the Rabbit Hole or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Those kind of videos, like those people that you never heard of them, but then you watch like, whoa, actually this is good content. They just haven't blown up yet. Like, their video was amazing.
Wait, but fun fact about that guy, that Sean guy, he actually runs a YouTube channel with like over 1 million subscribers.
I did not know that.
Which is like I think like Down the Rabbit Hole or something where they do like conspiracy theories.
Yes,
and
I know
everything.
his editor.
Yeah. We
came
met
here, we
yeah,
met
he came
him.
here before, had a meeting with us before. So
There's another guy also. I was literally just watching his video in my office just now. It was a video of him. He went to visit the Google office. I'm also blanking on his name.
I think I saw that
Yes,
one.
he's a very young guy. His stuff also is really good. It's this kind. But okay, like, honestly, if let's say I'm having my lunch, I usually just watch like those American builder channels like William Osman, Michael Reeves, those kind of stuff. Yeah.
to move on to the next part, right? Okay, so we all know that Julian has been the one that's always been queuing for the latest iPhone releases, first in Singapore, everything, right? And then I think, was it last year? I think it was last year, right? The iPhone
16.
16. Suddenly it was Maxie that went on to grab the first iPhone 16, and then Julian went to take the 16 Pro Max. Let's talk about this. How did this go down? How did you start it? And then why did you want to take over the reins?
Okay, you can go ahead.
Oh, the reason why I started was because Kistify came up to me and like, hey, you want to make a video with iPhone? And I'm like, okay, what can I do with video? Oh, how about a queue? And then I had to basically learn everything about the iPhone because I never bought a iPhone. Yeah, since then I was using Pixel before that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's try to go through the process. And then I realized it's nothing like what it was before, where you really queue. Like I went there at 4 a.m. and nothing, no queue. It was like just people waiting outside. Yeah, so it's actually a pre-order. So you have to pre-order, and I learned from the second year, you could pre-order it for the afternoon, but just come in the first slot.
But is there any feeling to get the first one?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Do you feel anything?
Actually have
is it?
Yeah, they do cheers.
Oh yeah.
They cheers and they, hey, hello everybody.
But yeah, I
Wow.
saw it in his video. I saw it in Max's video.
They literally clap for you as you walk in.
Yeah. I guess in terms of logistic, they have to be there at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. to set up everything. And you can see them all inside and I'm thinking of that if I work in Apple, I'm like, wow, chores, to wake up that early. The first person that I saw doing it was iJustine. I don't know whether you heard
Oh,
that.
wow, that's another OG YouTuber. My goodness.
That OG one was like you legit had to queue up,
Right?
To wait. And I thought I could do that, but change already, pre-order. After COVID, not same anymore.
Then what makes you do that?
Wow. Okay. So this was last year, September, October, around that period lah. And basically, it was the period where I was like, do I really want to do this creator thing full time? So I was like, okay, how about I make one crazy video and see how it goes. So I'm in Singapore, there's not much interesting tech stuff you can do in Singapore. Then I saw his video where he went to queue for the iPhone. I was like, dang, what if I tried to beat him to the iPhone? So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna queue. And funny enough, that was actually how I met you, right? I dropped him a TikTok DM.
Yeah.
If you watch the video, he appeared inside. I gave him a call to ask him for some advice on how to get the iPhone. And I think the video did decently for a channel with no subscribers, basically.
I only know you said one thing. You said to him, what? Loser say what?
Yeah, loser say what? But little did I know, he got the phone before me with iStudio. So I kind of lost. But actually, interesting thing, in Singapore, basically there are 3 chances to be so-called number 1 in Singapore, the official number 1, which is the 3 Apple outlets. So Changi, Orchard, and Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah.
You went to Orchard and you went to MBS.
Yes.
Yes. And Changi was the newest one. And I was like, it would be freaking awesome if I managed to beat him at the same outlet. So naturally, he went to those 2. I thought, okay, he's going to go Changi next. So I'm going to go Changi. I actually went to Changi 8 p.m. the previous night. And I sat there until 8 a.m.
Wow. 12 hours.
12 hours. I
Jewels.
sat there. So basically, I brought a laptop. I brought my bag, which actually is like a chair bag. You can sit on it. And I just sat there and doom scrolled for 12 hours.
Wow.
Oh, your battery lasts portable charger.
So I had sponsors for that video. Ugreen sent me 2 power banks, which I have with me right now. And also, like him, Castify. This is the actual phone, by the way. That I queued for. So yeah, it was an experience. It's actually quite crazy, because our neighboring countries, Philippines, Indo, they don't have official Apple stores. So people literally fly in just to buy the iPhone.
If I'm not
It's
wrong,
crazy.
now Malaysia has
Yes.
it. That's why now all the Filipinos don't come to Singapore
Yeah.
anymore. Because
Right.
that's cheaper.
I saw in
Yes.
your video also, you always met this one
Yeah,
Vietnamese
exactly.
guy or
I'm
is it
very
Filipino
sad.
guys.
That's why, last year I was quite disappointed because the feel wasn't there anymore. Like there wasn't people outside anymore.
Okay.
But you know what? Yeah. What I realized is actually don't need go Apple Store lah if you really wanted it. iStudio has it, and there's no queue. Actually, there was a queue. Yeah, there was a queue.
Very short queue.
Yeah, a very short queue. I would say it's definitely an experience to get it first at the Apple Store. A lot of hype, a lot of, hey, PPLE.
Are you serious? Wait, what?
Yeah, if you want to do it for yourself or just want to go take a look, go to Orchard. Orchard is the most hype one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you should have gone to Changi last year because Changi is where all the people from others overseas landed. And then the queue was huge. It was a
makes
mob.
sense.
Yeah, so how it works is that there's a pre-order queue, right?
Right.
And then there's a queue to order. Go there, you order, then you come back in the afternoon.
The funny thing is, I just now said I queued from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., right? Actually, that was quite dumb of me because actually there's 2 queues, like he said. The queue that I was in, it was empty until 7 a.m. So I just sat there alone while beside me, it was all the foreigners.
Oh my god.
But good experience though.
Yeah, so next time we do it without pre-ordering.
Yeah. the literally when the guy came out, because there are Apple employees in the store like at 3 a.m. So the guy came out at 4 a.m. and he was like, okay, who here to buy iPhone? Everyone crowded around him. So all the foreigners were like, oh yes, you want to queue. Then I was beside him. I was like, oh, where do the pre-order people go? Then he was like, you pre-ordered the phone? Yeah. Oh, you just wait here lor. Then I just sat there all the way until 8 a.m.
But will you queue for Samsung?
No.
Queue for any other brand?
No, it's,
I think
it's
it's
just,
Apple
it's just
thing
really
lah.
the brand lah. Like, the Apple did is like a yearly thing, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, not worth it so lah.
Okay, so what is the craziest collaboration or tech item you reviewed?
I think ours is a
He got so many, he need to check.
No, I was the washing machine.
Oh yeah, washing machine.
The Xiaomi one, is it? I saw that video.
It was on the spot,
So
man.
recent some more.
Yeah.
Like,
They asked me like, hey, we launching a new machine, you want? Then I was like, washing machine, yeah. My one very old. Like, yeah, of course. Then next day can already.
Damn, okay.
That was the fastest deal I ever done.
I think mine would be there's 2. First one, shout out to Asus. My PC that I'm currently using was sponsored by them. I have a video so I'm a geek, I'm a nerd. I've watched people build PCs like Linus Tech Tips, him, since I was in secondary school. In fact, his first tech video I think was when I was in Sec 4. So I watched people build PCs, but I've never actually built it myself. Last year, November, I pitched to Asus. I was like, hey guys, how about you guys send me a PC? But I'll make a video building it myself. So send it to me in parts. So they sent me literally an entire PC and I built it myself.
That's
They gave me the experience of building a PC, gave me a good PC and one of my YouTube videos too. That was pretty awesome.
So did you find your product?
Yes. I think the product was meh, but it's how what I made with the products. So it was, I don't even know what's the brand, but basically it was a portable charger and earpiece. And I don't usually do portable chargers or earpiece. So I'm like, wow, what can I do? You know what? I'm gonna go pull out Win.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah, so
okay.
I did a tech versus wild surviving 24 hours on Pulau Ubin. I did it with my girlfriend, now wife. And I felt it was damn fun. I was damn tired, but it was super fun.
Damn.
So I used the earpiece on my wife to direct us to the campsite. And then the portable battery had to last us for 24 hours. That was the idea. Yeah, that was the most fun because I can bring my wife to a bit of like outfield kind of thing.
Oh, outfield.
Then
Some fella commando last time.
yeah, so it was fun, and then she had to shower outdoors, so that was fun also. And it was raining.
Okay.
And we ran out of water. I didn't film that. I didn't show it, but I ran out of water. I had to walk back to the main area by the water, and I'm like, oh no, it's so heavy. I went to rent a bike for the whole day so I can yeah, so it was a good experience, although I didn't film it and post it. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, in that case, I have another like most amazing
Come on,
product.
it's a competition now.
I don't think he can fight what he's gone through, but last year, Honor sent me over to Barcelona for MWC. If you didn't know, MWC is like a CES for phones, basically. It's all the different phone brands, and it's in Barcelona. And that was the first time I got out of Asia. It was actually a whole new experience when you bought the plane, right? Suddenly I'm the only Asian there. It's like, whoa, this feels so foreign. It's very different flying with a brand. Also got to meet all the other UK YouTubers. Wow, it's insane.
I think one thing being a content creator, especially gaming and tech, is that people do fly you overseas, and it's a very interesting experience. Yeah, I met when I was at NOC, I went to LA. I met like Vic from Sideman. Although he probably don't remember me. But I met a lot of people. It's very interesting. Also opens up your mind, and you get grateful that you're in Singapore.
That's true.
Walk up to those foreign YouTubers like, hi, I'm Max. I have 18K on TikTok. How about you? Oh yeah, just 3 mil on YouTube. Oh, okay. All right, sure.
Okay, so coming back to my question I wanted to ask earlier, a little bit of the advice, right? So especially from you, because we want to learn as well, that in your opinion, you have tried a lot of content on different platforms. So do you think which platform is more suitable for upcoming content creators or tech creators?
TikTok is the most accessible, right? It's the most forgiving, I would say. But I don't think there's a best platform. I think each has its own unique pros and cons. I like TikTok. I used to hate TikTok, but now I love TikTok because I don't have to worry so much.
Yeah.
Because I do put in a lot of effort when I do a YouTube video, and I'm like, oh no, if it doesn't do well, then all my effort is gone, and all this kind of thing. But now I can, because of TikTok, I can explore more content. So I do golf now. I do like politics, talking about my NS days. I did pretty well because of NDP, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah. But if you talk about YouTube, it's the barrier of entry very high.
Very high.
You need good production value. You need a good script. You need to host well. So to me, there's always 4 pillars in content. You got pre-production, your production, post-production, and the business side. Yeah, and if you're lacking in any of this, you cannot survive. Honestly, I think production is the main thing for TikTok. Like if you can talk well, you can rant, rage bait, popular.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you said about the platform, so you are mostly on TikTok, right?
Yes.
So what you can share, because you are the aspiring content creator now for us. So what do you suggest if anybody wants to start tomorrow?
If you wanted to start tomorrow, I would say start on TikTok, but aim to move to other platforms. I think TikTok is, like he said, very good. The barrier of entry is very low. You could literally use your phone, no microphone, in your room and just rant about something, and it could go to millions and millions of views. I mean, just this morning, I saw a viral TikTok with like millions of views, and it was just like someone trapped a spider under a bowl. That was it. Literally, it's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
But if let's say someone wanted to create videos about tech, wow, if you're Singaporean, it's very tough. It is very, very tough. And especially since I think a lot of us, especially us, grown up watching reviews on tech. So, oh guys, today we have this Honor Pad and these are the specs and everything. But I think people have outgrown that. People want something extra. If you see all the US creators like Linus, one of my favorite creators, they don't just review things anymore. It's always a different element to a video.
Experiments
Yeah, so
and-
I try to drop this phone off a building or something. It's not just reviewing the phone anymore. And I think that pushes the barrier of entry even higher for YouTube.
Okay, but how to tackle that? Because brands sometimes don't want you to do those things. So if you say business, right, we have to stick to brands, of course, with the trades.
If I were to do a feature or review, it's short form more. I'm like, you want me to do long form? No one's gonna watch. So why? You want me give me money to do that? I don't guarantee you views. Are you sure or not? Okay, I take money.
Yeah.
But if they if they listen to me, I'll be like, I will do more or multiple of short forms, because to me, I hate doing reviews on YouTube because it's, to me, long form. When I say YouTube, I mean long form. I'm not talking about YouTube Shorts. Because long form reviews is only day one. You only can do day one reviews. And in Singapore, day one reviews don't work. Because again, like I said, the price in Singapore and price overseas is different.
Yeah.
And even day one
Also
price.
timings.
Timings. Embargoes are always like 2 a.m.
Correct.
No point.
Correct.
Really no point.
What is the hardest part, right, about being a tech content creator that you think like a lot of people do not understand? Like just the general public, people that watch, right? Like for example, I think for us, a lot of people just think that, oh look, you guys are getting a lot of free stuff. Right, look, you get Razer mouse, keyboards, but they don't know that there's so much time spent to
Work
script
behind it,
to conceptualize the video, how to make it interesting and everything, you know.
It's one of those things where, honestly, before I became a creator, I had that same problem. Well, these guys just point a camera at a thing and then they get free stuff, like, bruh. But once you actually do it yourself, it's like, oh my god, this is not. Especially you want to make it good. Oh my god, this is not easy at all.
Yeah.
And like honestly, yes, I get a lot of keyboards. How many hands do you think I have? I can only use one pair at a time. The rest just sit in a corner and gain dust. It's like,
To put it simple, if I were to speed run a PC build, 30 minutes, I can do it. But if I do a video, at least 3 hours. I think another thing that is hard being a tech content creator, especially after COVID, because COVID was booming, tech was booming because everyone needed
Some
a
kind of
PC.
tech, yeah.
So it was a very weird thing where tech was up, right? But the budget kind of was down a bit. But then when people start to work, then the budget went up again. And then when COVID was post-COVID, boom, market went down super fast. Like I can't say the name, but from the market rumors, the PC market went down to 50% over like 1 month. So their sales, it's not like they lost market share, just
went down. Yeah.
50%.
actually, I want to insert something to just now's question about if you want to start being a creator, right? Do it now. My biggest regret is I didn't start earlier. Do it today. Create that first video now. Stop watching this. Finish this video and then go and create your video. Do it now.
Yeah, I think even if you don't make it in tech, just do anything lah. Like for me, I tried skit, I tried gaming, and then landed on tech, and now I'm doing golf.
Okay, but wait, touching back on what Max said just now, right? About like, oh, you regret not starting earlier. What did you mean by that?
As someone who started mainly on TikTok, there was this golden period when TikTok was a young little platform with barely any creators. If you had started back then, right now you'll be cruising as one of the top creators easily. Last time I could, when I started in 2022, which I think was already quite late already, I just posted like videos of me installing a monitor arm onto my table.
Go crazy.
22K was like minimum. absolute minimum. 22K was a bad day for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same lah. Back then, YouTube is also like, if you look at that first video I did, the quality was crap. It was crap. It was like 4-minute video of a PC build, 100 plus K.
And I think it's because the saturation right now.
Saturation,
Anyone, their mother, their uncle, their father, their mother can be a creator.
Yeah.
Just pull out your phone and create something.
Everyone's a tech creator, so like let Jisoo live.
Exactly. And attention, the amount of attention in this world is limited. You know,
It's very limited
there's
now.
only a certain number of people, a certain hours they can watch a video. And when there's so many people doing it, everyone gets a smaller and smaller cut.
And I feel like anybody can make content out of anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And honestly, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I can make. I talk about. I tell the whole GE period. I talk about. I love the opposition, bro. Wow, the opposition. Look left, look right, guy. And the police come in the morning. Wow, I love it. Like, the thing is, I always have a lot of ideas I want to do, but because I'm like content creator, I'm like, then not my brand, then I can't know where to put. But now I got TikTok.
You can do anything.
Police.
Can you do that again? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god, yes. But touching on iPhone topic, okay, I really want to ask this question just
iPhone.
to like start a bit of war. Okay,
Oh, God.
you know the question already. Android or iPhone? He said iPhone just now. Right?
I think it's really about OS, iOS or Android, right?
Yeah.
You go first.
I used to be an iPhone boy. I mean, I queued for the freaking phone, but what they did for the 16, over-promising and under-delivering, pissed me off a lot. Pissed me off
the AI?
so much. Yeah. I that's the reason I decided, I'm gonna queue for this next phone looks so amazing. I have it now. It's literally my 13 Pro Max, but with like maybe a better screen and better processor. That's it. They promised so many things, right? Then they just like left us hanging. And I was like, dude, that's not cool.
Okay.
So right now I'm still using an iPhone, but I think I'm like handcuffed to the drain pipe kind of thing because all my data is in the iCloud.
Honestly, technically, Samsung is a better phone.
It is.
It is
Straight up.
But the problem I have is that I don't really care. So honestly, I don't really care. Like there are some issues with iOS, but iOS is like the less bloated OS for me.
Okay.
And if I were to go Android, I will go Pixel because it is Google, right? Because so Google makes a good phone with Android, right? Because they are the one. But the thing is, they are a software company, so they don't really make the best Pixel. Yeah.
I think the reason why Apple is so good, it's not because they have the best specs, obviously. We all know that. I think they somehow managed to they did a very good target market. They targeted the right people, which is the people who just want something that works. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, my Samsung also just works." No. It's a different thing. To your grandmother or to your auntie who doesn't know anything, right? The iPhone just works. But you get a Samsung, they will take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will hate on iPhones. I'm not saying I don't hate iPhones, but it's because we know the technical specs. We know all the technical stuff that there's like, hey, this is not as good. They're not doing a good job.
I think what you're trying to say, I think it's like iPhone is very intuitive, right? It's easy to use. It's
Intuitive
easy
for
to
the
get into.
normal person.
Correct. But if like let's say I did we did the Samsung Fold 7. I'm not a Samsung user. First time. It took me a while. Right? Just to explore. But personally I'm using an Honor so Android.
It's like buying a race car, a Ferrari, versus buying like a Honda SUV. The Honda one will just drive you everywhere. It works. It's fine. It's not as fast, but it works.
Honestly, I hate the Apple brand. You buy the iPhone, you feel like buying the watch. You feel like buying the iPad. You feel like buying the Mac. And I hate the Mac. Okay,
That's the thing.
Then there will be viewers that say, but Mac is the best because of this price. They are like, okay, this price, then can play games or not? Their branding is good. That's the thing. But the problem is, because they know you want the ecosystem, they bring up the price. What is this $999 wheels? Nonsense.
Okay, but
Like the
disclaimer.
mount for the freaking monitor. What nonsense?
How expensive it was.
Yeah.
People hated it.
The Mac Mini monitor.
But I feel like that was a power move, bro. They did it to show like, yeah, we can do this.
Because of the experience they have provided
Yeah.
over the years, it's been consistent. That's why, as a human, we have this nature that we like to stick to the things which we like. Right?
Yeah, it's like I definitely respect the innovation.
Yeah.
Even after Steve Jobs has left, but the money making side I really like.
That one is a bit crazy lah.
Actually, one thing that I think Apple did was very smart about, right, is they split from everyone else. In a sense where you think about it, Android is used by on a Google cell so many different phones, but Apple has their own OS, means they control everything, hardware also. That's why, let's say on their MacBook side, okay, right now, if you ask me, oh, my mom needs a new computer, what should she get? I'll just tell her, get a Mac Mini or get a MacBook Air. You won't tell her, oh, I think you should get the Lenovo Gram 15, 16 gigabyte. It is just so simple, right? And it's the M1 chip. It's the M2 chip, M3 Pro, not the RTX 4060 laptop version with don't know how much.
If you look at the gaming side, they are somewhat like Nintendo. They are not the best specs, but they are innovative, they are creative, and also very expensive. It makes sense. Like their business model is like that. They have to price it like that. I respect it. I just don't like it. That's it.
Okay, so I think before we wrap everything up, right? Okay, I just want to ask you guys, since I think all of us can relate to this as tech content creators, that you definitely feel some sort of burnout after a while, right? So see,
I feel it right now.
So whenever you guys do get burnt out, what do you guys do to get back into your like creative groove, your flow? I think that's something that all of us go through.
I think for me, it's gaming. I just play. When I get burnt out, because now as a creator, I'm working like Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
It's not working, bro. It's working.
Yeah. Working from Monday 9 a.m. to nighttime 10 p.m. And I think maybe like once or twice a week, no, once every 2 weeks, I mean, I just have one day where I go to my office, sit in front of my amazing screen, amazing queue, everything, and I just play Minecraft for the entire day. And then I feel guilty after that. Then I start, then I have the energy to do it.
For you?
I think for me at the start, I didn't manage it very well, and I just stopped creating for like 2 months, which is very bad for, especially that we didn't have TikTok back then. But I think now, after understanding myself, I slow down. That's why I'm not rushing to get any office. I work from home, and I don't know, play golf. But honestly, golf just makes you more stressed.
I think the best way to come out from the burnout or how to balance this, I think, is the discipline. As he also mentioned, like, okay, for golf, you need a lot of discipline to make yourself better.
Yeah.
So I think if we are doing, of course, creative mind can go to some extent, like you can't like 100% creative every single minute, but getting help from the colleagues or friends or all these people to discuss about what you are doing and gathering ideas. And if you make that a habit or a practice, even for video viewers, talk to them and all that, I think it's always gives a very good feeling after that. And then if you discipline it properly, I think just take it as a work, 9 to 5, 9 to 6, do it and then go ahead.
I give my wife a lot of advice with this because she has a lot of she's somewhat of a workaholic, and I tell her you need to have a day to do nothing.
Yes.
When I say nothing, I don't mean you use your phone to edit also. You really don't watch anything, you just sit down and like meditate or something, You have to have at least one day in a month to do nothing.
After hearing your answer to this question, I thought of something else. But I think this applies more to creators than normal people for burnout, which is meeting people. For me, I think.
Yeah.
Like especially, like us, when you're a solo creator, can feel a bit isolating when you're just creating content yourself. But when you come to something like this, where you can just talk, I think it helps a lot. You feel less alone.
Okay, are we ready for the TikTok viral stuff?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. I almost got sued by a company.
Which company?
So random.
I don't want to say the company because I might get sued again. But basically, it's a tech mall. So you should know already.
Oh, wait, what?
Huh. Okay.
Means we're not seeing you next time there.
That's why if you realize I don't make videos there anymore. But here's the story, okay? So basically what happened was I did a guide to how to shop in this tech mall.
Okay.
And I did mention, hey, because a lot of people have this perception of this mall that is a scam mall, right? Agree? So I said in the video, this mall used to be known for scam and 3 years ago, but now it is a lot better. So don't worry, something like that.
It is
Yeah, right.
it is.
Facts.
Yes, correct.
Facts. Guy called my ex back then in 12 a.m. Called my cameraman. For some reason, didn't call me. And they could call us because we had to write our name for the release so that we can film there. So I actually went through the proper channels, right? And it's not paid anyway. It's just I wanted to do a guide. Basically threaten to call the lawyers and everything. And I was like, why can't you all just communicate it nicely first? You have to call at 12 a.m. to threaten lawyers. And what I said was not exactly false as well, but it's because they're very sensitive. It's a scam, you know. And I was at that point, right? I was 50-50. A bit scared because I didn't have the funds to defend myself. Also didn't understand. Don't have ChatGPT yet last time. Don't know how to research.
So it was quite some time ago.
Yeah, so it was some time ago. And then the other 50 was like, let's do it. I didn't lah.
That would have been a great video though.
Yeah, I took it out. I took out that part because I felt like even without the part, the video still was great, and it was lah. But I still remember lah, like they wanted to sue me lah.
Wow.
Then the funny story is later on they because it was just one guy in the company that everyone else was actually very friendly. It's like, oh, can you put it down?
Oh, okay.
Suddenly they hired us to do a live stream to sell.
This was after
Yeah,
they
after.
Wow.
Then I'm like, huh?
Then why in the start?
And I tell you, they are like they actually like had budget for it. They paid me pretty well. They paid a production company, but this mall is a very old school mall,
It is.
and they want to do new stuff, but they don't do it right. They do live stream right. Here's how you buy from this live stream. You type in the Facebook live stream. They put it in a sheet.
Yeah.
Then you go down to the mall and collect.
Nice.
Then for what? So I look at the production company. They look at me. Really? Like that? They pay us. And then I was like, then this, it's gonna be you see, we try new stuff, it doesn't work. Obviously, it's not gonna work because you're not doing it right. They basically they saw the Lazada, they saw the Shopee, and then they wanted to do that.
It defeats the whole like online shopping, live stream shopping thing.
But yeah, honestly, the mall is still great. The stores there are still great. It's just the management of the mall outdated. Please don't sue me. Allegedly.
I will never drop name, so
no names.
Okay, I have a story about that place. Okay, it is I'm to this day I'm still annoyed that it happened. So I still remember exactly what I was buying. I was buying a Sony ZV-1, the small little handheld camera. Okay, so market price for that brand new was $837. I still remember. And then I went to the store, and that place is very well known for being able to bargain and haggle the price, you know? So I went to this particular store. I still remember the guy's face. He had no hair. Okay. I'm still so annoyed by this. We haggled the price. Then until about, I think, $750. So a bit $80 below market price. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just buy it now. Huh? And he was like, okay. 750 块, 750. Then we walk to the cashier. They say, oh, but after GST, 837. Then I'm like, I stood there for 10 minutes haggling the price with him. Then I don't know why. That's why today to this day I still regret. I just like, okay, whatever. I just pay lah. I get it at market price, whatever. But
I'll go and try. Okay, so I think to wrap up the podcast, first of all, thank you so much for you guys for sharing. Hopefully, we can do another episode. We can share even deep. Or
I
more.
think there's still a lot that we can.
A lot of surface to scratch.
Talk
We can
about,
do that.
and perhaps we can even get more tech creators in.
We can talk about business and bad business practices.
I need you to actually do the Tech Avengers. You get 5 tech creators, each of them wearing a
Easy.
different color.
Easy.
So each stone.
But first of all, yeah, again, thank you so much for taking out your time and discussing with us all this and sharing with the viewers as well.
Let them know how they can find you guys. Thank you guys for coming. So yeah, you can just shout yourself out.
I'm MaxieTech on Instagram and Maxie2113 everywhere else.
I'm Julian from Singapore.
If you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.